again to this Beefcast presentation in association with Muatorn TV. Muatorn himself with me right now. Brandon, how's it going?
It's going well, man. I am the one and only Muatorn, by the way. So.
No, I think there's actually like a whole bunch of you.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It's a rumor that's going around, but okay. I cannot produce clones. I'm sorry.
No. Dude, wouldn't that be sweet? Oh,
that would
man.
be cool.
If I could like clone myself and have my clone just do all the stuff I don't want to do.
Exactly.
That'd be awesome. I could just like give my clone my grocery shopping list and be like, clone, go grocery shopping. I'm gonna stay here and play StarCraft.
Yeah. It'd be great, man.
That'd be really
I feel
cool.
like that would be the best ability if you were to have a superhero. You could just make a clone.
Yep.
And it was like your slave.
Tell my clone to go to the gym? Oh, that wouldn't work.
Well, no, I don't think that would work either. Maybe if you like melded back into one after, and you like took on his attributes.
I think we're getting a little too far off base here. Once we start talking about melding back into one, I mean, that's kind of ridiculous.
It's getting close to, like fusion from Dragon Ball Z.
You know what? That's what I was thinking. You just do the fusion dance. But you know what else is fusion? Fusion core. You think we're going to see battle cruisers in this game?
No. You know what? It's great. Yes, I do.
Way to dash my hopes and dreams. Whatever.
Yeah, I can have
You know
hope.
what? We're 2 minutes into this game. We haven't introduced the players yet. We got to get into this. Naiden asking for a second. I say no. Oh, wow. That's actually like a lot of text.
He hears us? Oh my god, this is a replay.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh, I'm actually scared right now. Like, a little bit. Anyway, in the top right-hand corner, evidently able to hear us from the past, all the way back in WCS Europe, the round of 32, the Red Protoss, he is Nightend.
And his opponent down in the bottom left corner, playing as the Blue Terran, he is EG's ThorZaIN raid call.
Raid call. There you go.
I feel like this doesn't quite work. Raid call should be earlier.
You just have to say it like the Korean Street Fighter voice announcer guy from GSL. Like how would he say it? He would say, EG.ThorZaIN, raid call. Or
raid
like,
call.
No, yeah, he says lady call actually.
Yeah,
like, you've heard that? He says, EG.ThorZaIN, lady call.
Yep, that's pretty good.
I can't do it with ThorZaIN. Some of them are pretty good.
It'd probably be more like ThorZaIN because they don't have a sound.
Yeah. I've actually been practicing my my GSL announcer voice.
I used to practice it a lot, actually.
Yeah, me too. I've been doing it whenever he says rain, because I like rains. He says SK Telecom T1 rain.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I like rain.
I like just the player. I think he's awesome.
Definitely. Okay, seriously, it's 4.5 minutes into this. Oh no. But it's important to say that Naiden is actually on Team Fnatic, and Fnatic also has the title sponsor Raid Call. Ooh. So this is a Raid Call versus Raid Call series.
It's like a sponsor kill.
Oh no!
It's not a team kill.
It is a sponsor kill. You're completely correct. That's a weird way of saying it, but okay, yeah. Triple CC right now, like you said. That's definitely greedy as hell.
Yeah, just if you make that and then you get attacked, you die.
Yep. That is definitely what happened, like we said earlier, a little bit, with Flash versus Mini, 7-gate, and it was not going to happen. And a hard supply block here for our Protoss player.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah,
it wasn't like his pylon finished a second later. It was like good 4 or 5 seconds of
no. That was like 15 seconds.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow, I missed that.
Yeah.
I thought it was. It was not that.
That was a really hard
rough.
supply block. Because look at the sentry. The sentry has 25 energy more than it started with, and the second sentry is just finishing up now.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
rough.
That was like 15 seconds. Oh man, math, so good.
I'm actually not so good at math.
No, I'm awful at math. Like what I just said, I completely made up. I have no clue. Anyway, going up to 4 racks right now, wants to be able to try to defend against any early aggression, and a tech lab coming up as well with both these other ranks. Probably going to be adding on some reactors very soon here. And ThorZaIN just going to be content to power up right now. The Nexus already going to be finishing right now for our Protoss player and adding on 2 more gates and a later Robo. So with the 2 gates before Robo, what does that indicate that Night End's looking at here?
He's just playing standard. You do that so that you're safe versus any kind of weird barracks timing. Like if they did, I don't know, some really quick pressure after their 3 gate, which is not very common anymore, you want that. Or if they're going for like a 1-1-1 after their expansion, you again want the units a little bit quicker. So just kind of standard.
Or if you're dropping a Dark Shrine.
Or if you're dropping a Dark Shrine.
Which is what's happening here.
Indeed. Where is it? I don't.
It's in the top left-hand corner of the main.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Usually you don't put that there because, well, I guess there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Huh. Because you're not, they don't have overlords.
Yeah. Oftentimes you don't have it there in the main or the natural. You would proxy that sometimes just because you don't want to get that scouted. But that's a location where it's pretty unlikely to get scanned.
Yeah, for sure.
So
usually
I like
scan a little bit lower.
Yeah, you're scanned. Want to get the
nice
gateway
scout with
stuff.
a stalker there. Killed the SCV in the 3rd. Good job.
Yeah. And so with that Dark Shrine, he's going to be able to possibly put on a little bit of pressure here. There's no turrets up right now, and in fact, the engineering bays are already there and upgrading, but no turrets. Actually, 1 turret just going to be going up right now. Beautiful timing here from our Terran player.
Yeah, ThorZaIN knows the timing for DTs. I expect this should be... Yeah, this is going to be a War Prism. He's got the War Prism already done. He's going to drop the DTs in and try to split them up, do as much damage as he can. The sad thing for him is that there's almost 2 scans saved up.
Yeah.
So
with that, with those 3 CCs, he's going to have a lot of scans here, and so the Dark Clump are going to make their way in. But beautiful job from ThorZaIN. He's going to be putting immediately with his SCVs there, and 1 scan going down.
Yeah, he's going to kill some SCVs here, and he has split the Templar up, so he's going to force 3 scans. I still don't know if this is really going to be worth it.
Yeah,
he's got double Forge on the way, and he's got Charge upgrading, so I assume a Templar transition, but he might just be too far behind, and he loses a DT for free in the natural. That really hurts too.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but he's already got his robotics facility up behind this, so he could be doing a transition to Colossi if he were to drop that. But like you said, that Templar transition probably a little bit more likely at this point. But ThorZaIN already with his 3rd orbital command down. Let's take a look at vision here. And our Protoss player is not aware of that right now. So
yeah, he didn't even see it when it was still in the base, so he has no idea. That hurts.
Definitely.
That was kind of cool. He brought in the War Prism with nothing in it, and was like, scan here because there's a DT. But ThorZaIN didn't bite.
Yep. Chrono Boost going out on both of these upgrades right now. Wants to be able to try to take an upgrade lead. Although it's not looking like it right now. ThorZaIN being very vigilant. Going to start his 2-2 immediately right there. So upgrade's going to be roughly equal here.
Yeah, Night End's actually in a lot of trouble right now. He's only got gateway units that don't have an upgraded... Well, no, they do. They have... Let me think. Nope, actually they're just going to be even on upgrades. He's got no real tech, like no AoE. His Temple Archive is almost done right now, so there's not going to be any Storm. He'll have 1 Archon that he's made from 2 DTs, and his opponent's got Bio with Stim, so this could be a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
if he attacked earlier. I don't know.
With that 1 Archon, he does have a little bit of splash damage here, but he's going to need really, really good force fields if he wants to hold this right here. Charge is done, however, and able to draw off a lot of this bio, and some beautiful force fields going to be going down right there, but nice pickup from ThorZaIN. Evacuates all those bio units for the time being, and the factory going to continue to make its way into the natural, trying to see if anything's going on over there, but a scan goes down on top of the bio army, and that observer is going to be picked off, so any vision that was on top of the Terran army is gone now.
Yeah, a good scan there. I don't know if the observer was moving or if he just kind of thought that there would be one there, but either way, he gets an observer, so well done by him. And he's got medevacs, so he can heal these units, but they are going to run out of energy. So I don't know, he also lost a good, or not a lot of bio, but there was some bio he lost, so maybe a counterattack possibility here, because Storm is almost done and he's still got a good amount of gateways. We'll just have to see. 2-2 is almost done.
And 2 medevacs being loaded up, looking like they're going to try to make their way into the main. But with 6 charge lots there and 2 High Templar with feedbacks available, and a photon cannon there. I do not think that drop is going to be successful. We'll keep an eye on that. Back at home for ThorZaIN, already starting that ghost production there. Mobius reactor going to be completed at the same time as +1 ship weapons and +2 bio. The drop does make its way in right there, and nice feedback's going to be going on, but not enough to kill either one of those medevacs. The medevacs do load up once again. One of the full medevacs does fall to a photon cannon there. A little bit of a slip up.
Yeah, really good job defense here by Night End. He's also made an Archon with those 2 Templar. I think I'd rather he just left them as Templar because they will get their energy back, and you don't get dropped that often. But, you know, the Archon is still really good for his drops.
Yeah, while that drop was going on at the main, there was another drop at the third, which did get feedbacked by those High Templar, but the Zealots that were in the vicinity enough to clean that up right now. ThorZaIN moving out onto the map, looking like he wants to be able to put on a little bit of pressure. Back at home, though, Colossus production has started for Night End. Do you know if Thermalant's not done and not even started researching? Is that a little bit of a mistake right here?
I don't know. He's not... He's got the minerals for it, but like he's kind of gas starved, and he wants to make Templar right now, I think, just because they're going to help immediately. Yeah, he just warped in a bunch of Templars, so I don't think it's a mistake. He might even cancel it if he had started it, so good choice, actually.
Okay. And so some preemptive force fields going down right here. Wants to make sure that those units are nice and clumped up for Storms and Colossi to do maximum damage. But 1 Marine and 1 Marauder are going to make their way into the base right here and pick off a total of 4, 5, 6 probes so far. 7 and 8 probes. Almost 8. But that's actually a lot of damage being done right there and forcing a little bit of multitasking out from our Protoss player. A ton of Zealots making their way in there, but there is a lot of Ghosts with high amounts of energy. The Ghosts are going to be hanging in the back just a little bit right there, but brilliant positioning here from our Terran player and huge EMPs going off on those Zealots. All of them depleted on shields right there. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get those 50 shields back.
Yeah, even with those good EMPs, though, ThorZaIN is correct in not engaging. Those 2 Colossi mixed with a bunch of Templar would just decimate this Marine heavy army. He's got, what is this here? A lot of Marines, 42. So, not really a good choice here, especially with 2 of them out and now there's 3, along with Templar and Zealots. So, good choice by him to not back off, just produce Vikings. He's got 3 on the way right now, so he's producing quite a few. He's also got 3-3, and he's going to have it done before Protoss, which is not something that's very common. ThorZaIN's definitely still in a good spot.
Yeah, and ThorZaIN behind this has started making 3 additional command centers. Already going to be taking his 4th as a planetary fortress, but beautiful EMPs going off once again, blanketing absolutely everything in the Protoss army there. Low shields on every single one of those Zealots, and even a couple of the Colossi.
Yeah, and cloaking's actually done here, and I don't know if there's... Oh, there is an observer with this army. It could be scanned and sniped with these Vikings, though, so he definitely needs to be watched out for. Oh, here he goes for it.
Yeah, Archons and Zealots in the front there, and the Observer does go down, one of the Observers, as the second one does make its way in here, but beautiful EMPs going down once again. Some of the Sentry energy is gone there, but the Zealots making contact here with a lot of the Bio Ball, but right now, Night End being forced to retreat as huge EMPs continually going off. A gigantic EMP takes all the energy out on some of those Templars, and it doesn't look like we're going to see a single storm in this encounter as all of the energy is gone. The last of the Colossus is taking huge amounts of damage here from those Vikings. Archons being merged with those otherwise useless High Templars, and the Protoss army is in full retreat right now as the Vikings take out the last of the Colossus.
Yeah, that engagement looked damn near perfect. From ThorZaIN, just, you know, baiting the army to come forward and then pretty much walk on top of Vikings, which pretty much decimated Colossi. Just awesome. I don't really know what else to say. You know, Night End was out-controlled in pretty much every way. He did get a storm off on Vikings, but it wasn't enough to kill them. And having EMP'd most of the Templar at that point, there just wasn't going to be anything there. You know, and a lot of that is due to the composition was bad.
Yeah, that was a hell of an engagement right there. At the end, you kind of see the Ghosts do the thing that they do with their guns, where they twirl it around almost Final Fantasy VII-esque and just say, hey, we won that. And that was just so fitting. They were so confident and cocky. And the one Colossus, even on a bad rally right here, is going to get taken out by the Marines, Marauders, and Vikings. Insult to injury right there, as Night End loses a unit that he desperately needed to be able to hold off the aggression that's incoming right here from his Terran opponent.
Yeah, that Colossus was made of balls, but that Colossus was still very silly and thought that he could fight an army on his own. One thing to point out here is there's so many ghosts, man. There's 14 ghosts, and another Colossus just walks into the army. This is a huge problem. Night End needs to fix his rallies. Well, isn't gonna happen again? No. It won't happen again.
Yeah.
Right? No, he's gonna lose another one.
He's actually, he at the bottom right-hand corner of the map at his third, he is trying to deal with a run by of Zealots, Marines and Marauders, that did take out almost every one of the probes over there. And GG comes out on Night End knowing that he has just been stretched to the breaking point right there, not able to hold up with his opponent's multitasking, and losing 3 Colossi right there with that bad rally point. That's something you never want to see. And I think that really just kind of symbolized how this game went. Night End just really had lost control of his army right there, and ThorZaIN capitalizing on that, able to take advantage with his superior composition and control, and just really bring that game to a victory.
Yeah, ThorZaIN deserved this victory 100 times. Like, he just outplayed Night End in every way. Night End had some good drop defense, I will say, but for the most part, it was all ThorZaIN that game.
Definitely agree. All right, we're moving on to game 2 in this series. I've been your casting host, Beef. Check out all these VODs over at my YouTube on Beef Pot Pie 1. Brandon, where can they find you?
You can find me, I guess you can follow me on Twitter as well. It's just at Muatarn, MUATARN. You can also subscribe on YouTube, which is youtube.com/MuatarnTV. And I'll respell that because I rushed it last time. It's MUATARAN.
Sounds good. Moving on to game 2 here. WCS Europe, round of 32. Who's going to be moving on in the upper bracket? Will Night End be able to bring it back, or is ThorZaIN going to make it through with 2-0? We'll see.